They shine under the spotlights, admired by millions, icons of beauty, power, and fame. But behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, whispers speak of something far darker. A ritual, hidden in plain sight. A ritual of blood. For centuries, secret societies believed that blood carries not just life, but power. Power to heal, to control, even to cheat death itself. And in the heart of Hollywood, the city of illusions, some say this ritual never truly disappeared. Could the elixir of youth be hidden not in science, but in something far more disturbing? Tonight, we uncover the blood rituals of Hollywood, and the dark secret they fear you'll find. Every legend begins with a seed of truth. And when it comes to the blood rituals of Hollywood, that seed has a name. Adrenochrome. In scientific terms, adrenochrome is described as nothing more than the result of adrenaline oxidizing in the human body. A chemical byproduct. Harmless. Ordinary. Forgettable. But legends are never born from what is ordinary. In the world of the occult, adrenochrome is said to be something very different. A substance carrying life force itself. A key that opens the door to strength, euphoria, and perhaps even immortality. For centuries, ancient civilizations whispered of a mystical elixir that could grant youth and power. Alchemists searched endlessly for the philosopher's stone. Secret societies performed rites of blood, believing that vitality could be transferred from one being to another. Even Aleister Crowley, one of the most infamous occultists of the 20th century, wrote about blood as the ultimate sacrifice, the one substance that could bridge the gap between this world and others. In this context, adrenochrome became more than a molecule. It became a symbol, a hidden key. And when whispers began to circulate that Hollywood's elite were obsessed with this substance, the myth transformed into one of the darkest conspiracy theories of our time. But how did adrenochrome enter popular culture in the first place? The trail leads us back to 1954, when researchers Abram Hoffer and Humphrey Osmond speculated that adrenochrome might influence the mind, perhaps even cause hallucinations. The idea spread quickly, and soon, fiction picked it up. In the 1970s, Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas immortalized adrenochrome as a forbidden drug, portrayed as rare, powerful, and terrifying. For many it was just a story. But for those who believe in hidden codes, Thompson's writing was more than satire. It was a revelation. A glimpse into something very real, hidden behind fiction. And then comes the question. Why, decades later, does this same substance appear again and again in conspiracy theories about the world's elite? Why is Hollywood, the city of illusions, so often connected with whispers of adrenochrome, blood rituals, and immortality? Could it be coincidence? Or is the glamour of the red carpet hiding something far darker, an ancient hunger, disguised behind beauty, fame, and endless youth? Hollywood is built on an illusion. Beauty, youth, perfection. On camera, celebrities appear almost immortal, forever young, forever flawless. But what if behind this perfect image lies something far darker than plastic surgery, secret diets, or expensive treatments? What if the truth is hidden in blood? Throughout history, humanity has been obsessed with the idea of eternal youth. Spanish explorers once searched for mythical fountains of youth. Alchemists devoted their lives to finding the elixir of life, and secret societies whispered of blood rituals that could slow down aging. Today those whispers have moved to Hollywood, the capital of illusion. A place where actors, singers, and influencers seem to defy time itself. Why is it that some stars never seem to age? Jared Leto, Keanu Reeves, Pharrell Williams, all examples that fuel countless online theories. Are they simply blessed with good genetics? Or is there something more? Something the public isn't supposed to know? In the world of conspiracy, the answer is chilling. Blood. According to the theory behind closed doors, far away from cameras and flashing lights, Hollywood's elite gather in private dinners, masked balls and exclusive parties, where blood becomes more than a symbol. It becomes a ritual of power, vitality, and perhaps immortality. And when we look closely, blood does appear obsessively in Hollywood culture. In movies, in music, in fashion shows. From the endless glorification of vampires to bizarre performances dripping in crimson imagery. Lady Gaga's infamous bloodbath performance. Marina Abramovic's disturbing art rituals. Even mainstream films like Dr. Sleep or American Horror Story revolving around blood as a source of youth. Is this just art? Just shock value entertainment? Or is Hollywood sending us subtle messages, hiding their obsession in plain sight? Because if blood is only a metaphor, why does it return again and again? Why is it always tied to youth, beauty, and power? Perhaps the real ritual is not fiction, but reality disguised as entertainment. Long before Hollywood, long before the flashing lights of fame, blood was already the most powerful symbol known to humanity. In ancient civilizations, blood was never seen as ordinary. It was life itself. The Mayans and Aztecs believed that offering blood to the gods would nourish the universe. Their priests performed elaborate rituals, where crimson streams were seen as a bridge between mortals and the divine. To them, blood was more than sacrifice, it was energy, the vital force that kept the cosmos alive. In Egypt, hieroglyphs and myths hinted at the sacred nature of blood. The god Osiris was torn apart, and from his dismemberment, new life was said to flow. In Greece, tales of the gods often included the ichor, the golden blood of immortals. And in medieval Europe, secret orders and cults whispered of the blood of saints, kings, and martyrs as holding miraculous powers. Blood was feared, worshipped, consumed, and protected. And as centuries passed, this symbolism never disappeared. In Christianity, the act of drinking wine in communion is said to represent the blood of Christ, a ritual reenacted by millions across the world to this very day. Is it only symbolic, or the remnant of a much older, hidden truth? Fast forward to modern times, blood remains everywhere in our stories. From Bram Stoker's Dracula to Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire, from the Gothic stage to the glowing screens of Hollywood, the message is clear: blood equals power, vitality, eternal youth. And here lies the question: is the endless obsession with blood in pop culture just coincidence? Or is Hollywood continuing an ancient tradition, wrapping real rituals in the disguise of fiction? Because when blood becomes art, when blood becomes entertainment, the line between symbol and reality grows dangerously thin. When we talk about blood rituals in Hollywood, it's impossible to ignore the whispers of secret societies. From the Freemasons to the Rosicrucians, from the infamous Bohemian Grove to the hidden lodges of Los Angeles, elites have always surrounded themselves with ritual, symbolism, and secrecy. But why? Why would some of the most powerful and wealthy people on earth gather in hidden ceremonies, away from the public eye? For conspiracy researchers, the answer is chilling. Because power is not just about money or influence. It is about control. Control over life, death, and the very energy of humanity. And blood, they say, is the ultimate source of that energy. The symbolism is everywhere. The red carpet itself, walked on by celebrities and leaders, is said to represent the flow of blood. The constant appearance of red shoes, red robes, or crimson wine in occult-themed parties is not coincidence, but tradition. Tradition that stretches back hundreds, maybe thousands of years. Marina Abramovic's controversial spirit cooking dinners. Rituals at Bohemian Grove involving fire, robed figures, and the owl god Moloch. Strange, masked galas of the elite, eerily reminiscent of scenes from Eyes Wide Shut. To the public, These events are brushed off as performance art or eccentric gatherings. But to those who know the language of symbols, the message is clear. These are modern rituals inherited from ancient cults, disguised as entertainment. Hollywood, politics, banking, and secret societies all seem to overlap in these crimson-colored ceremonies. The players may change, the stage may be different, but the ritual remains the same. And here is the question: are these societies simply keeping old traditions alive, or are they truly feeding on something hidden, something that connects blood to power and ritual to control? For decades, Hollywood has wrapped itself in beauty, power, and illusion. To the outside world, the red carpet is nothing more than a glamorous stage. The champagne, the flashing lights, the endless smiles, all part of the show. But if we look closer, the shadows tell a different story. We've seen how blood has been worshipped since the dawn of civilization, from Aztec temples to medieval secret orders. We've seen how it became art, ritual, and symbol. And we've seen how in Hollywood, blood continues to appear again and again in music videos, in movies, in performances that millions watch without asking questions. So where is the line between fiction and reality? Is adrenochrome just a myth born from fear and paranoia? Or is it a coded truth, a forbidden secret hidden inside pop culture, waiting for those who can see the signs? The mainstream dismisses it all as conspiracy theory. They laugh, they mock, they explain it away as coincidence. But behind closed doors, the elite keep gathering. They keep repeating the same rituals, wearing the same masks, celebrating under the same symbols. Coincidence? Or tradition that must be preserved at any cost? Perhaps the truth is stranger than fiction. Perhaps blood rituals never truly disappeared, they only changed form. And if that is the case, then every performance, every symbol, every crimson drop we see in the spotlight may be more real than we dare to believe. We've walked through the shadows of Hollywood. We've seen the symbols, the rituals, the endless obsession with blood and youth. From ancient altars to modern red carpets, the story has never truly changed. But the question remains, is it all just art, metaphor, and coincidence? Or are these the echoes of a ritual that never died? Hollywood calls it entertainment. The media calls it conspiracy. But the truth might be hiding in plain sight. So what do you believe? Are the blood rituals of Hollywood nothing more than legend? Or is there a darker truth pulsing beneath the lights of the cameras? The choice is yours.